sprichst du sonst für Sprachen?
Also ich spreche Indonesisch, Englisch,
Mhm.
Spanisch, Italianisch.
Veramente?
Veramente? Ah, parli italiano?
Sì.
Do you speak any
Yeah,
other
but I
language?
speak Portuguese, Italian, and Russian. Maybe a little bit Russian.
Você fala português também?
Before português, mas português Portugal.
Indonesia biliyorsun?
Yeah.
Hello?
Korea,
Indonesia?
Indonesia,
You?
Chile. What
Where-
do you think about Chile?
Buibakan po.
Muy bacán. So
Sipo.
cool, man.
Sipo. So you are here to practice your English.
Maybe, yeah. I like to meet new people in general.
Okay.
It's no matter if you speak Spanish, English, or other languages.
Do you speak any
Yeah,
other
but I
language?
speak Portuguese, Italian, and Russian. Maybe a little bit Russian.
Você fala português também?
Before português, mas português Portugal.
Mas como? Como que é português de Portugal? Por que não português de brasileiro?
Porque, não sei, já estou a falar com muitas pessoas de Portugal e tenho muitos amigos.
Ah, é onde?
Sim,
Você aprendeu onde?
Portugal.
No Portugal? Você foi?
Não. Sim, o que acontece é que estive a viajar um tempo e eu conheci muitas pessoas de Portugal, aqui em Latinoamérica, porque eles também vêm para aqui.
Ah,
Viram a vir, sim.
muitos portugueses aí.
Sim, já tenho muitos amigos em Lisboa, outros lugares.
Uau! Sim, seu sotaque é muito Portugal. Muito Portugal.
Sim, é verdade. É verdade.
Ah,
Mas também tenho muitos amigos em Brasil. Brasil, muito bom para vir. Tem
sim?
as praias, tem muito calor, sim, é bom para vir.
Ah, é com italiano?
Eles também.
Anche parla italiano, vero?
Parlo italiano, vero, bellissimo. No, io parlo beginner, maybe,
Ah,
o intermedio.
un po',
Sì.
non molto. Ma capisci?
Mais ou menos. Capito molto, perché è molto simile al spagnolo, è facile da imparare, ma in generale io tento parlare molto inglese e portoghese in generale.
Ah, capito.
Capisci?
Capito. È
Ma tu
bellissimo.
parla italiano bene?
Più o meno, cioè da molto tempo che non parlo italiano, quindi parlo ma ho bisogno di tempo per parlare bene di nuovo con l'italiano.
Because
Yes,
if I don't practice, I forgot a lot of words.
of course.
Yeah, it's normal, I think.
Ok, Russian.
But if you Russian,
Да.
привет, как ты?
Привет. Хорошо.
Привет, братан.
Очень хорошо, братан.
Quanti anni? No.
Ah, sì.
Сколько лет?
А, сколько тебе лет? А, 25 лет. А ты? ¿Sabes?
30.
30. Ah, 30. Háblame con tu acento bien chileno. A ver si puede entenderte o no.
Yo creo que sería... Sí, yo estoy tan acostumbrado a hablar con acento neutral que sería difícil hablarte como chileno, no sé. Yo soy igual, yo he estado en Santiago y la gente habla súper rápido, no sé. Hablan un poco así, ¿no?
Sí,
Hablan un poco así, po.
Sí, así vos. Ya
Así,
vos.
po, hablamos súper loco, súper rápido, no sé, no estoy ni ahí con los hueones.
Eso.
Bueno,
Gracias.
amigo, un gustazo.
Un gustazo.
Cuídate.
Buenas noches.
Un gustazo.
Chao.
Gracias. Chao.
Can you hear the piano?
Yeah, sure. Are you going to play?
No, can you hear it? I'm trying to set it up. You can hear
Perfect.
the notes.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez, go ahead. You gotta hear this video. Could you hear that?
Wow. Can you play it again? No! Hello?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Where are you from?
Turkey.
Turkey.
Where are you from?
Indonesia. Indonesia biliyorsun?
Yeah.
¿Qué carajo? Hallo?
Hallo?
Wie geht's?
Gut und selbst?
Super. Danke.
Sprichst du Deutsch oder du bist noch am Lernen?
Ich lerne Deutsch gerade.
Sehr stark.
Danke. Und
Was sprichst du sonst für Sprachen?
ich komme aus Indonesien. Also ich spreche Indonesisch, Englisch,
Mhm.
Spanisch, Italienisch.
Veramente?
Veramente? Ah, parli italiano?
Sì,
Ma come?
Madonna. Io sono italiano.
Ah, sei italiano?
Sì,
Ah, da dove vieni?
Napoli.
Napoli? Ma
Sì,
abiti in
in
Alemagna?
Germania.
Germania?
Sì.
Ah, da quanto tempo?
Da quando sono nato. Sono nato qui.
Ah,
Sì.
capito. Ma
Oh, ma è
dai.
forte, parli un sacco di lingue.
Più o meno, più o meno. E tu parli altre
Sì, ma
lingue?
già che mi capisci, e già che puoi rispondere, già è forte.
Sì, grazie. E tu? Parli altre lingue, magari?
Parlo inglese, tedesco, italiano, voglio imparare olandese,
Ok.
e anche forse un po' di spagnolo, ma
Sì,
un poquito.
un pochino.
Like,
Capisci, no?
hola, hola, ¿cómo te llamas? Yo
Ah,
soy Luca. The basic stuff.
eccola. Ah. Ma quindi,
Ma
aspetta, quindi nella casa tu parli italiano o tedesco?
sì,
Italiano.
dipende. Se sono dalla mia madre, lei parla di più tedesco, anche se è italiana. E
Mhm.
mio padre parla solo l'italiano per questo.
Ah, ok.
No, ma è
Fortissimo.
forte, veramente.
Ah, grazie. Wow. Ma perché vuoi
Vedi,
imparare l'olandese? Perché è
ma è
importante?
facile.
Ah,
No, è
sì,
facile impararlo. Se già sai parlare tedesco, inglese, già più o meno è la stessa cosa.
sì, è vero, è vero.
Guten Abend, ich heiße Luca.
Ah,
Guten Abend, ich heiße Luca.
ah, sì. E anche lo spagnolo, no?
Sì, spagnolo anche portoghese.
Portoghese.
Parla portoghese, caralho.
Eccola. E quindi dove abiti? In Germania?
A Stoccarda in Germania, sì.
Dove? Guarda.
Stuttgart.
Ah, Stuttgart.
How did you learn all those languages? Like,
Well, I've learned it like by myself, like from the internet. And then,
crazy.
yeah.
No, I'm really surprised. It's really good.
Thank you. Yeah. So your name is Lucas, right?
Yeah,
Nice to meet you,
Luca,
Lucas. Luca.
without the S.
Aha, Luca. Nice to meet you. I'm Sonny. So, like a question. So, do you consider yourself as like a German or like Italian?
I would say Italian definitely because it's a different culture. Like
Mm-hmm.
we're totally different. Like when I speak with my hands.
Yeah.
The way I act isn't German, or like the whole culture is different. So also the mentality is a big difference, really big difference. So
Okay.
I would say I'm rather Italian. Like I grew up here. I'm also German, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just like I
Like,
can't really associate like to be a real German because I'm not.
well, yeah, like in your blood, it's like Italian's blood.
Yeah, that's the problem. I also just grew up with like a lot of Italian people. It's different culture.
Mhm. Also, was glaubst du mit der Unterschied zwischen italienisch Kultur und Deutsch?
Italienische Kultur ist mehr mit Emotionen, herzhafter. Wir sind laut, wir reden viel, wir machen gerne Späße,
Ja, genau.
so und für egal wo wir hingehen, wir sind immer so, als wären nur wir da. So, auch wenn ich ins Café gehe mit 6 Freunden, das ganze Café wird uns hören. Zum Beispiel bei uns ist Familie viel mehr wert als jetzt in dem normalen deutschen Haushalt. So, da ist auch eher wie bei den Asiaten. Also für mich wäre es optimal, wenn ich irgendwann mir ein Haus leisten kann und dann zieht meine Oma ein, meine Mutter, so, das wäre schön für mich. Weil ich meine, die Leute haben uns alles aufgebaut. Hier ist eher so bei Deutschen, wenn die 18 werden, so endlich kann ich von zu Hause weg, endlich kann ich alleine mein Leben leben. Und das ist ein sehr großer Unterschied, finde ich.
Okay, let me try to translate. Like, let's see if
Yeah.
I understand. So it's like the Italians, like more happy, more emotional.
Yeah.
Like they
Yes.
appreciate life. Let's say. I mean,
Yeah.
you can do like a simple things, and you guys like enjoy it a lot. But it's different in German. Like they kind of like
They have
they don't.
really high standards for themselves as well.
Ooh.
Like they'd be like, no, I didn't do enough. I can't love today because I haven't worked enough.
Oh.
Stuff like that.
So the Germans need to do the Italians. Un detto italiano. Dolce di far niente.
See, like I think Germany is really depressed. Like when I go around, I see people, they're always just stressed. Oh, and my boss, and here I gotta go to work, then I gotta go to the gym, then I gotta go to the doctor, then I gotta go to too many plans, bro. Calm down.
Yeah,
You only have one life. Try to live it. Not plan everything ahead like 3 months. Stop.
yeah. Godetti la vita. Enjoy life.
Godati la vita.
Godetti la
Veramente.
vita. Oh,
But I
amazing.
actually really like you. You're a cool guy.
You're a cool guy too, Luca.
You have Instagram.
Sure. So
Give me
this
your Instagram. I
this
want to
is
stay in contact with you.
sure, Luca. So Luca, actually, I have a YouTube channel and right now I'm recording. Is it okay for you?
No, so you go on here and like you make videos where you surprise people with like languages and stuff.
Kind of like that, the idea, but lately, like I don't know why, but lately I don't really get a lot of reaction. So basically, I just talking like this normal kind of stuff, like talking. I mean, asking what their
It's
opinions
also
on
cool. Like
the culture.
conversations can be really interesting, especially when you come from different worlds, different
Yeah,
countries, different cultures. It's really interesting.
esattamente.
That's one thing I would love to do my entire life. Like just talk with people that have other points of views as me.
I mean, it's amazing. You're 19, but you're like very mature. Yeah, what do you think about in German? Like the young people in German, really in your age or maybe younger than you.
I think the problem is like some people just they have it too good in some sense. Like they aren't they won't face the real problems of life early on, so they'll have to learn it later or later then. Like they let's say if you already had like a fucked up childhood, of course you're gonna be more mature in the head because you've seen more, you had more situations and you know how to react or how to get yourself out of situations and stuff, and that builds character and the way of thinking and stuff. And I think that many people just have it too good. That's why they learn it later on when they're on their own.
Let's say like most of the Germans, like they live in their bubbles. Let's say.
Yeah, definitely. Like they're in their own world, I guess. Don't value the right stuff, in my opinion. Like, you should always value your family. Like, instead of going out clubbing, I'd rather go drink a coffee with my dad. I'll just
Oh,
sit there and talk with him. Like, he can teach me about life. He has already lived 30 years longer than me. Why should I waste my time in the club when I can learn from someone who's been around twice as I did? So, you know?
wow. Yeah.
Or like when I was younger, I always loved to like talk to elderly people. Or till this day, like when I see an old lady, it's the first, like that's my favorite thing of the day. If I can help an older person, like I love it. They're not interested, I guess, in
Yeah.
being mature enough. Like they don't
Sure.
want to.
So what's your dream? I mean, what do you want to achieve when you're older?
I want to inspire people first of all. Like it sounds so cliche, but I would love to make the world like a better place. Like that's one dream I've always had because like in my childhood, things were always unfair, and since then like unfairness just pissed me off, like that's the aftermath. Like after a few years, it's everything is unfair. Like you always ask yourself, like, why is it me that can't have the new shoes? Why is it me that can't be good in school? Why is it, like all those
Yeah.
thoughts. And then I view things different now. Like just today, for an example, I was at the supermarket, and there's always this one guy who just sells like Zeitungen.
Zeitungen. Yeah. Zeitungen. Yeah,
Yeah,
newspaper.
he always sells them. And like I've already talked to him every now and then because I'm a talkative person. I like to talk with people.
I can see
And then
that.
I saw him, I remembered like, oh, that's the guy that sells the newspapers. So I went to him, I was like, do you want to smoke a cigarette? He was like, yeah, but it's really hot. And I was like, okay, wait, give me 2 seconds. I went into the supermarket, got us something to drink, and then we smoked a cigarette together. Like I don't even know that guy's name, but to me, like that was totally worth it. Like I love helping and stuff. So when I see people that aren't really like well off, that bothers me a lot because it's unfair. I don't know. I would just love to be a good example for other people.
You are. You already are.
Thank you.
You already are.
Thank you.
The thing like this kind of stuff like makes me happy too. I mean, the little things in life, like talking with
Yeah,
like this.
in my opinion, they have a wrong view of things that are important and not.
Hmm.
Because at the end of the day, you gotta think back. Like stuff doesn't magically appear.
Yeah.
So you always gotta do the first step.
Hmm.
And the first step to everything in life, everything that we've built, even the plastic bottle in your hand, was talking. That was the first thing that happened. When you do that first step, you can never build something or like create something new or just do anything in life without talking. It doesn't work. That's how it
Exactly.
started. You can't change the start.
Exactly. It's like,
Wow, that's a quote. I need to write
wow,
that down.
it's just like a one
That came
sip
out of
and
nothing.
that's it.
But beyond it, it's the truth. Like
It's
for real,
truth.
it's the truth. Everything we've built, like even the house you're living in, the cables, everything. It's
Yeah.
literally everything other than the air we breathe and the nature we got. But
Yes.
everything else is just made or was happened because we started talking with each other.
Wow,
That's
Luca, what the
crazy.
fuck? It's like,
Yeah, that's like I just brain fucked myself. Damn. Like
yeah.
when you think about it, even all the places in the world were in war. The only thing that solved it was talking.
Starts with,
Damn.
damn, Luca.
Nah,
Hell.
I'm shocked. Wow. That was a
Wow.
realization I needed.
Das ist krass, Digga. Like I say it in German.
Das ist wirklich krass.
I think this is like one of my favorite video. This is gonna be like one of my favorite video.
This is already my favorite conversation on here, for
Yeah.
real. Like I had some really long conversations with people, but
Mhm.
yeah, we think alike.
Now you said to me that you've talked a lot with your dad. What is like
Yeah.
the most favorite quotes from him? That's what you hold like.
Okay, a phrase from my dad.
That's really like
His
yeah.
favorite thing to say is like always the other people talk too much. They talk too much. They don't do any. Like he always just says like you guys are all just do blah blah. Everybody just blah blah. Like that's what he always told me. And he's true. People love to talk but don't do anything. Like I said earlier, like people don't put meaning in their words. For them, words are just words. Like when I say something, I mean it. Yeah, that's what he always like taught me. Like don't just say stuff. If you say something, then
Do it.
stick by it.
Stick by
Yeah.
it.
Also told me like when I was in school and then some guy picked on me. Was like, okay, what do you want to do about it? I was like, I want to beat him. He was like, are you gonna do it? And I was like, yeah, of course.
Mhm.
And I did it. Like then it
You
never
pin-
happened again. That was a stupid example,
Uh-huh.
I guess, but you know what I
No,
mean. Like
yeah, it's good.
ever since then, like everything I started or wanted to do or told anybody, like that's what I did.
So basically, do what you said and stick by it.
Yeah. The best example I could give you is like when you wake up every day and you tell yourself, okay, I'm depressed. I'm depressed. The whole day. Like everything's shit. I hate this. I hate that. I hate everything. And you're gonna do that every day. Every day. Someday it will be the truth. Like that's your
Yeah.
life now.
You are what
That's
you
what I mean
think.
by it. You are what you think and what you say. Like but I'd say like I just appreciate a lot of things my father did. Like when I started the hobby, like I went swimming, he was there at every training, every tournament. When I started playing football, he was there at every training. He sometimes like drove 120 kilometers just to like get there, but he was there always. And that's when I like realized, okay, I can build on my father. Like he's a guy. If he says it, if he says it, he do it. He does
Yeah.
it. You know,
Yeah.
you stick by what you say. This is like a therapy session.
It's like a
But,
therapy
with each
session.
other.
Yeah. I kind of need it actually.
Of course, everybody needs some therapy.
But Luca, I'm really sorry, but
Yeah.
because I'm using like laptop and right now it's dying. I only got like
Yes,
18%.
bro, it's fine.
Bro,
It's fine. We had the longest, best conversation
The
on here.
best.
I'm fine with that.
I mean, it's okay for you if I upload like, okay, just cut the business part. Any other of that? It's okay.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, brother.
no problem.
Wow.
It was my pleasure.
It was my pleasure too. We keep in contact, okay?
Of course.
Sure.
Okay, then. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Have a good night. Ciao.
Thank you. You have a good day.
You too.
Ciao, ciao.
Hello.
Hi. Where are you from?
UK. Where are you from?
I'm from Indonesia.
Okay, which part of Indonesia?
Next to Jakarta. You like Asians. Like, where are you from?
Vietnam. Why is it so dark?
Because I love it.
You love dark? I mean, it's not good for your eyes. This is the result. Your English is very good. Where did you learn it?
I got a boyfriend from UK.
Ah, your
And
boyfriend is from UK.
So I speak every single day with him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of improved a little bit.
That's
Probably
good.
you're wrong, but yeah, I speak when I want it.
And how old are you?
Yeah, 25.
And where did you meet him?
You're gonna be laughing at me because I meet him on here.
On a TV?
Yes, and I didn't know that that's gonna be long, 4 years. Yeah,
It's been 4 years?
it's been 4 years, and
What the fuck? It
we
works?
very and
Damn.
it works. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I'm quite. I don't know. I'm not a physical touch person, so if the person give me a time and I feel like loved, it's like so easy for me. But I'm quite picky with the person that I like.
And
Because I know one friend been watching movies a lot with me, and then we went to cinema a lot, maybe 20 movies together, and he ended up saying like, "Do you feel that we actually a couple?" And I'm like,
uh-huh.
"No, we're just like friends."
Dang, you
Yeah,
friend zoned him.
I know. I'm like, I just use his time, and I know what I'm doing. Like I'm being bad at that time, but I
And
mean, you
then?
need me to watch a movie, and then I got a friend. Well, you're a friend, and I just see you as a friend. I never see you more than a friend.
And then?
That's what I said to him, like directly.
But wait, I'm kind of curious about how it works. Like the 4 years you met in Omi TV with the UK, and it works, and you're still in a
Yes, it
relationship.
works. So
And have you met him already?
I know sounds crazy, but never met him.
You never met him?
Yeah, I know that sounds like playing a game, but it's just my experience. I never met him, and he going to meet me this year because he
Okay.
said that I'm still stuck with you, and he said that we can work this out until I'm married and stuff. I said, look, I'm 22 that time, and I didn't think clearly what I made.
Uh-huh.
My decision that I made,
Okay.
and it's been like 5 years now, and I've been like,
Fuck. Damn.
and it's like, you know, it's kind of crazy how I develop myself, and I think like we just have so like a very long distance, and I really wish him to get a job that he wanted, but he's still like into me. He said like, if I got this job, like I can just provide you anything that you wanted. And I said, look, I just see the wall is like too
Mm.
big for us, since that I know that your mom is a Muslim and I'm a Christian, and I know that your mom and your race not gonna like me
Uh-huh.
because you're not the person. As
Yeah.
for some Asians, they just love when you are from the same country,
Sure.
and that's how I see that in his family, and it's never gonna happen. And that's why my big decision was like, we cannot be together because I just want you to have a good relationship with your mom, and I don't want your mom kick you out from house.
But you're
But
still
he
together.
still refused to. Pardon?
I mean, you're still together. You both of you. You're
Yeah, but I think he deeply in love with me.
okay. 5 years. That how can you maintain that 5 years?
He sacrificed a lot of time just to talk to me. When it's about 1 o'clock at night, he's still on, just want to see me and talk to me for a while, and then he went to bed.
So, wait, one.
That's how it works sometimes, because it's like 6 hours behind.
Yeah, 6 hours behind, right?
Yes, and it's pretty bad when it's like 6 o'clock for me in the morning. It's gonna midnight for him, but he stay up late just for me, and I just see a person who's sacrificing time for me, and it's so beautiful. And
But did
I
you?
made a lot of mistake during the relationship.
But have you ever made the
Mhm.
same sacrifice?
Have you ever made the same sacrifice? To be honest to you, my answer is no.
Never during that 5 years.
Yes, because he always sacrificing his sleep time for me,
But you
and I
never
never
sacrifice.
sacrificing sleep time for him.
Why?
Maybe just once or twice.
Why?
I don't know. I just see him as, you know, he knows like, oh, it's your sleep time, just go ahead. I think he always see a man as someone who's sacrificed and who gonna take care of the family, and I'm not supposed to be you sacrificing. I'm willing to sacrifice my time instead of you. Like, I don't want you to sacrifice the time for me because I know that you're gonna work in the morning, and I don't want you, you know, being unfocused about your work because of me. That's why he's always sacrificing his time for me. It's really complicated, you know. After about 4 years and 5 years, I said like, look, I know that your life's still there, but I just see I'm being realistic. You know, your mom gonna hate me and blah blah blah. Look, I don't. I'm not. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna fight for it. I think it's just too much if I'm gonna put you and your mom in the fight because of me.
Okay, yeah, that's
And his religion said that if, you know, if the women's is a non-Muslims,
mhm.
you can marry the person, but I have like, I'm gonna be sad if when you pray and I don't pray with you, you feel like really sad, really sad to me. So it's pretty interesting to have this experience to
No, hijo de puta la con.